Are you interested in to get into career in Wi-Fi but don't know where to start? Whether you're coming from IT, whether you're coming from security, or you just interested in the tech, there are clear certification path that can guide your journey. So in this video, I will explain you what certification path available for your Wi-Fi journey. So let's get into it. So now in Wi-Fi, it is important, like any other learning, the best way of learning is by doing. So that means, you have some wireless technology or product you work with. By basically configuring those product, you can learn. But when it comes to wireless, you need to have some foundational knowledge. In that way, vendor neutral certification program can help you go a long way. In that way, there's a one certification path available called CWNP, Certified Wireless Network Professional. So they develop a career path or certification path that you can go from associate level, entry level into the expert level. In that way, if you want to learn Wi-Fi vendor neutral, you can start with a program called CWNA, Certified Wireless Network Administrator. So this will give a breadth of wireless knowledge. We don't go into depth, but you will get an overall idea how end-to-end wireless being operated in enterprise environment, how you do design, what need to be think about. And then if you are interested to go to the professional level, they have another certification pathways where you can continue. So in this particular professional level, you will go deep into wireless analysis, where you will go to the frame level and talk about how wireless work individually, and then how you troubleshoot different scenarios. So we go to the frame level. And then there's another certification program available in the professional level we call CWDP. So which we talk about how we do wireless design. So different verticals. Sometimes if you are designing a Wi-Fi for hospital, you have to take into consideration specific considerations. So it is different if you're designing a Wi-Fi for warehouse. So like that, depend on the industry vertical, you need to have some vertical specific design knowledge. So we will cover those kind of information in the design professional certification part. And then Wi-Fi security being one of the most important aspect of wireless, like how to secure wireless. Sometime when you basically implement security, a lot of devices, like having compatibility issues. So in that way, understand how to implement enterprise level wireless security versus how do you implement wireless security in your home wireless. So we'll cover all these particular security related topics in the CWSP. So once you do this particular 4 certification, you can go into a level called expert level. So now expert level is not a certification. They basically check whether you have enough industry experience, like a 3 years kind of wireless experience needed, either sales or technical level. But you have to apply some knowledge you learn through the professional level before you get into the CWNEs certification. But again, it is like an application process. You can apply once you qualified for the CWNE status, and then evaluating board will go through your application and granted your CWNE status. So that way, this is a very good program available, if you want to go wireless, in a methodical way, I highly recommend this path available through CWNP. But now, especially if you are doing a IoT, Internet of Things, if you have already having experience, so now they have another certification program for wireless IoT. So again, similar kind of process where you have an associate level, we call Certified Wireless IoT Solution Administrator. And then the professional level, they have a connectivity professional, design professional, and then integrated professional. Talk about how IoT technologies integrate with broader technology. And then in that program as well, you have a certified wireless IoT solution expert. So now if you are currently working on the IoT kind of environment, I think this certification program provide that Internet of Things connectivity perspective. But if you are into Wi-Fi, I would recommend the CWNE path, which is the most popular program. So now, if you look at the how many people worldwide got this CWNE status, so it is not a huge community. You know, like around 600 people as of 2025 August, 600 people worldwide certified as CWNE. So that means, you know, like there are not a lot of professionals available in wireless world. So you can be the next CWNE, but you have to have some kind of plan starting from the basics and go through this particular journey. I would suggest, you know, like at least to 1 year, 2 year, go through the certification program and get the industry experience. And then with the experience, you can apply for CWNE status. So in that way, CWNP program is one of the best program available today if you want to learn Wi-Fi. But as I said earlier, you know, like you have to get some experience. So that means you have to work with some product. In that way, if you work for an enterprise organization, you may have some specific vendor's access point. So you need to know how to configure that access point. So in that way, you have to find a vendor specific training. But again, doesn't matter which vendor AP you work with. In wireless, you have to have a good RF design. So in that way, you have to have the right tools to design your Wi-Fi. In that way, whenever you do a proper deployment, you have to model that. You have to simulate that. In that way, certain vendors available in the market providing some in-depth training how to use their product in wireless deployment. In that way, it doesn't matter which vendor product we use. You have to use this kind of design tool. So in that context, a vendor called Ekahau, you know, like they providing solutions, hardware and software for you to basically design Wi-Fi. And if you want to go and troubleshoot Wi-Fi, you can use their product. In that way, they also basically establish reputed training program. So then if you are interested to use Ekahau tool, how to design Wi-Fi, they have a program called ECSC design certification path. And then if you are more interesting to troubleshoot Wi-Fi, you go and collect the data and then troubleshoot and identify the problem. So then they have a program called ECSC troubleshooting. So if you are basically more into the Ekahau tool, and if you want to know how to customize, generate custom reports, advanced features of Ekahau as well, so they have a training program called ECSC Advanced. So all these particular trainings are like a 3-day kind of instructor-led training, virtual or in person. You can go for it. But I would suggest if you already have the tool with you to get better value out of the tool, go for this kind of formal training and learn how to use the tool for the fullest potential. So now some other vendors perspective, you know, like you have a Cisco, for example. If you are enterprise using Cisco product, they have a certain training programs available as well. Aruba, Mist, you know, like any vendor, look for the vendor specific training as well. So sometime, you know, like this certification journey can give you a guidance, but end of the day, you have to know the people who's work in the wireless industry. In that way, my suggestion is actually start your career, go through this kind of formal training, but don't think the certificate itself give you a landing a job. You know the people who's working in the wireless community. So in that sense, you know, like if you have a local meetup in your area where the wireless professional gathers, be there and just know the people local to your area and try to work with them. And then one other sort of conference, I would say WLAN professional conference, wireless LAN professional conference. If you look for, they have a around the globe kind of event, you know, February in US and in October in Europe, 2 main event. So where around 200-300 Wi-Fi professional gathers. Pretty much you know then who's doing Wi-Fi deployment in the worldwide. So once you know the people, once you get keep the connection, and then you can slowly build up and get experience and get into this particular field. So it is, you know, like not very widely, not of lot of expertise are there. In that way, if you have a good skill with Wi-Fi, I'm sure you will be landing a better job. So in that way, learn the fundamentals and then you can excel in this particular field. So I hope this video helped you to start your career in that way.